Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The topic I'd like to talk about: public schools are opening, charter schools are opening. Do you feel that it's in the best interest for children to go full time, especially elementary schools where children are not qualified for vaccinations? Were you for it or against it? Children who are not vaccinated are more susceptible to contract COVID. In large cases, it has not been a large case of children getting the severity of COVID where they have been hospitalized, but there are some children with pre-existing conditions have been hospitalized and have faced fatality. That's all those extreme circumstances, and my condolences for children who has died from this deadly virus. But do you think it's in the best interest of us as parents, guardians, caregivers that children, especially elementary age children, should go full time, or should it have been some form of blended learning, or by any means should it be 50% capacity remote or at least in person? Too much clusters, it increases the chances of students contracting COVID. However, politicians and law legislators come up and address that it's safe. What do you think, people? Do you think that blending learning is better, or do you think children in elementary schools should have, parents should have the option to still bring, have blended learning prior to in-person learning or home learning? I really think, and maybe I'm putting my counter transference, that it should be 50% remote, 50% in person for the essential workers. I mean, it's kind of difficult if you're an essential worker that you don't have, you work between the hours of school where your babysittings are limited. I understand those barriers, but children livelihoods, especially elementary age students, they're not qualified for vaccinations, whether you for it or against it. I mean, they don't have the option. They're children. Like the older children, like starting from intermediate school ages from 11 to 14, they have the option to take the vaccines. The parents can make the decision. High school, same as well. Those students, they are older, and a lot of times, if you'll tell a person they should wear a mask, you have adults that don't even properly wear a mask. Furthermore, children, adolescents, when they're around each other, other activities such as physical sports and other recreational activities, there may be chances that students are not going to always wear a mask. I'm not wearing a mask, but my room is sealed. Nobody's in here. I'm just letting you know. But other than that, do you think that it's up to the politician? Or do you think as parents, guardians, I just mean members of the community, that it is imperative for our young children to be protected by any means? These are the kids of tomorrow. I wouldn't necessarily want politicians to make the decisions for our children, but that's what it is. We live in a world of democracy. So these are the waves, ups and downs. But people, do you think that we should have public school 50-50 like we did last academic school year, or 100% capacity? Please give me your perspective. Thank you very much.